Did any of y'all truly, really, in your heart believe that Vultures 2 was gonna drop today just because Kanye said so? I honestly didn't. It never felt like it was actually gonna drop today. But we're gonna talk about what the status of that drop is, if it's actually still going to be dropping today, and when we can actually expect the album to drop. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. So Vultures 2, the sequel to Vultures 1, was supposed to drop today. We don't have it, obviously. The reasons that we thought this was going to be dropping today date all the way back to DMs that Ye Fanatics, a fan page, shared of them and Ye, where Ye was hinting at something dropping May 3rd. Back then we thought that was going to be Vultures 3 because the OG release schedule had Vultures 2 dropping early March and Vultures 3 dropping early April. Obviously we're past those two dates, and we only have the first one that surprisingly dropped on time back in February. The second reason that we thought May 3rd was going to be the date is because Kanye just last week was on Justin LeBoy's The Download podcast, and when asked when Vultures 2 was going to drop, he said May 3rd, and that was obviously in line with those DMs, so we thought there's a possibility. But since then, nothing happened. We never got another listening experience, not a single, not any word from Kanye. So to a lot of people, it seemed like this obviously wasn't going to be dropping today, and that is right. Now to kind of roll this whole thing up, we have to go over a couple of things to see what the state of the album is actually like right now. So the first thing that I wanted to quickly point out is that the Northwest directed version of Talking, that music video, came out like 2-3 days ago, which looks pretty cool, and that kind of ties in with some other stuff, which is that Oz Taylor, so a photographer for Kanye, who among other things also took the pictures for the Hypebeast magazine cover story, he reposted this on his Instagram account so that North dropped her video, which you can go check out, it's cool, but he then commented this, saying that North debuted as a director and that Vultures 2 is en route. So we thought, okay, maybe someone in close to Kanye, they put in like a good word, this thing is coming out, so maybe it would actually come out. This then also got further validified by another one of Kanye's photographers, posting a picture on their Instagram story with the number 2, jacket on there, which they wore at the most recent listening party, which gave us some hope that something was actually going to be happening at Rolling Loud. They wore it at Rolling Loud. So maybe, we thought this was going to be the hint that this thing is coming. It obviously didn't. And the most interesting news that we have from this are from Saint Leon, which is an insider on the Good Ass subreddit, that posted a couple of things over the past 24 hours that we're going to take a look at to see what the album is actually, like right now. So it all started earlier this week when Saint Leon posted, "Woke up, I'm still waiting," and then, other people started saying, "Should we start panicking?" And he said tracklist and cover were supposed to be sent by Thursday morning, still no confirmation if it arrived or not. So for this thing to roll out on time, the cover and track list should have arrived Thursday morning, which apparently they didn't, and that should have been our first hint that this thing wasn't going to be dropping, if anybody ever even believed that. And so he said that they still hadn't arrived, so the chances were getting slimmer and slimmer that it could drop today, the following day. Then he goes on, this was a couple of hours later, might even have been today, when he said he won't be able to get new info for the next 9 hours, but he said Ye wants to release the album on the app. He made the decision early this week, and there was no plan before this on where it was going to drop. So this means that on the Yeezy app, Ye wanted to release the album, and he wasn't even sure earlier this week of where it should drop. Obviously, I would like it to drop on streaming platforms. I think all of us would love this album to drop on streaming platforms, but maybe Kanye is doing some extra stuff again, where it's not the stem player, it's just the app, and he also adds a version of the app is ready to go, and it's all in Ye's hands, so this app should be free. It's kind of like the Use app as well, and we should all be able to listen to it, but it would just be way more pretty if you could have Vultures 1, Vultures 2, Vultures 3 next to each other in a digital discography, like on Spotify. It would look cool. Then he also says, yesterday drama with people being fired could possibly have an impact on the release, but I do not know to what extent. We'll go into that in a second. And it says, Use will turn into something else. This is all I can say now. Hopefully Ye delivers. I hope so too. So from this, we know that he's plans to drop this on the app. And now the last update that we had from Saint Leon was, he said, just landed in my hotel. Want to say you guys are crazy, but I love you. And he said, second, Ye has been very quiet today. No info from him. So he's either in the lab or sleeping, and I believe this was either then Thursday or even this night. I did not hear about album coming out this weekend either, so it's really just on Ye to make the call. You guys gotta summon him. Nobody knows. Ty is probably as clueless, and his engineers don't know either, which is yet again one of the situations where you're like, even Ty Dolla $ign, the other person that has his name on the album, is clueless. What is Kanye doing? I mean, we know we've been through this time and time again, but every time it surprises me how he can just still pull this off. Now, to address that people getting fired drama that apparently went down yesterday, Amadou Ba, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, Ye's booking agent, posted on his story, I'm no longer Ye's booking agent. So apparently he was the one getting fired. He also said to all the young creatives that still want to work with Yeezy, don't. They're going to use and abuse you like they did to me and so many others. So he's also saying it's not really cool to work with Kanye. And that might have been some of the drama surrounding that one thing that St. Leon was talking about. Now again, a lot of people weren't even expecting this to drop today. Even though Kanye said it and said it over months and said it twice and 3 times, nobody's really expecting it because we're so used to these things not coming true. But objectively, this is very sad. And even that St. Leon is saying that the engineers and Ty, they also don't know what's going on. They're just as clueless as the fans, is very, very sad. I mean, how can you not learn from the first one? And he even managed to somehow drop the first one. For the second one, we're now waiting for forever. So this is, I don't know what to even expect now from Vultures 2, if it's ever going to be coming out. He seemed to be talking about it very positively on the Justin LeBoy podcast. So I think it still exists. It's still coming. But it's going to be a bit longer than we thought it was going to be. I'll keep y'all updated as always, and I really want to know how y'all feel about this situation. Are you yet again disappointed by Ye? Do you feel just as, sad and like really just I don't know how to even say it. It's just a letdown for anybody involved, and it kind of makes the album have a little bit of a bitter taste with it, if that makes sense. But let me know what y'all think about all of this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.